Here we go. All right. What's up, everybody? On today's episode of the hashtag Blackout podcast, we talk about the female R. Kelly. Yes, that's right. Drip, drip, drip. I want to pee on you, which is still disgusting. We talk about that. We talk about a One's Gotta Go Wednesday that spun way off the rails. We talk about some of the best male vocalists of the Motown era and what new show, movie, or game we've watched or played. All this and more on today's episode, pre-Thanksgiving, of the hashtag Blackout podcast. Pew, 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 pew. And I spit all over my screen when I did that. Awesome. So here we go. So 3, 2, 1. What's up? What's up? Welcome back. Welcome back. And welcome back again to everybody to episode 202 of the hashtag Blackout podcast.
202.
I'm Jared.
I'm Jay. What's up, people?
And we're back and at it again. Jay, how's your week been, cousin? I know you've been grinding.
I've been grinding. Been working. Excuse me. Been stressing and coughing and all that other good stuff. Getting prepared to take this trip. Finally taking I ain't gonna say finally. I took a trip earlier this year to see my parents, but I'm gonna check them out for Thanksgiving. Got to go get a COVID test done today, just to make sure we all safe and sound. Because my parents 80. I ain't trying to bring nothing. Well, they're not 80, almost 80. I ain't trying to bring nothing over to them get sick or whatever. So yeah, doing that, just getting prepared. Same old, helping these kids out with science projects, which is kind of silly because they give us the science fair, whatever packets or what do you call that stuff? Just memorandum. Is that what they want to call it? Whatever. And this is like due the week they get back from Thanksgiving. So it's like
really,
the following week after Thanksgiving. So it's like we ain't got no time to do nothing. So we're trying to scramble and get ready. Luckily, they got their topics. They got their topics and stuff set up. So it's just trying to pull off an experiment and get material and stuff ready. So that's probably it. Debating on buying myself another old car to work on. My wife gave me the okay, but I'm still like, I don't know just yet. Not sure.
What do you have an idea of what you're gonna buy?
I found a 65 Oldsmobile 88.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna. I'm getting back into my old ways of like lowriders and stuff like that. So I'm like, maybe my kids could work on this and turn it into a lowrider. Maybe they could have a little something for when they get up in high school, 12th grade or something. They could drive it to school. But then I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna go super extreme and have them risk getting it stolen or worse. So I don't know. I'm still debating it. We'll see.
Yeah, that's cool. If you find something that's worthwhile, you know what I'm trying to say, to put up there or to purchase, and then start remodeling or whatever, restoring, and that's cool. If you got it. Trying to think. I wanted to ask you. Oh, I'm sorry. No, forget. I'll ask you in a second. That's cool. I'm trying to think. So this week for me, just busy, man. Busy. Like work, it's crazy. And then I think was it on Tuesday? No, on Thursday. I had a ladies' night again, like I did the week before. With one of the stores that we sell our product at, and man, it was another small town up here. This one was a little bit closer drive than the last one, but it's cool because it's like, going to, you already know from living in a small town, like basically like it was like like going to the store or going to town. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
It was like one of those like almost like a social event, you know, where people would do that and they would see other people that they know from town or whatever. So yeah, so that's basically what it was. It was sort of cool. And this store is a hardware store up there. It's the only one that they have, you know, within like a 30-minute drive of town. So you know, a lot of people, you know, rolled up to it. And yeah, man, we handed out some you know, some turkey breast, the sweetheart turkey roll I told you about before, with you know, with some of the smoke and sweetness on it. And then also they did some pulled pork sandwiches. Man, that pulled pork was like nuts.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, sold, you know, quite a bit of bottles. And then also we had we're still doing the donation set up for the No Kid Hungry charity. And we raised $65 just in ones pretty much that night, which was really good. And yeah, some lady won a you know, she won a fire pit, tabletop fire pit / speaker because she donated, which was awesome. But then also I did another donation, or I did another giveaway for what is it called? For a couple bottles of season. So it's funny because, you know, when you do these drawing things like at these live events, like some of the people sort of hang out like right by the desk or table, whatever, you know, where you're doing your drawing, just because they, you know, they chat you up and stuff like that. They want to try to win. So yeah, this lady was just hanging out there, and unfortunately, this one lady didn't win the main drawing, but I pulled her number for a bottle of seasoning. So, and she was a really nice lady, and she actually, it was wild because she actually gave me money. She was like, "I want to pay you for coming out here because like this is really nice, blah blah blah," and I put the money directly into the giveaway bin. And so I was like, you know, I'm not, you ain't got to pay me, you know, and basically. I just basically gave her tickets based off those $5 that she was going to try to pay me for coming up there. So I thought it was funny, but yeah, she ended up winning. So it was nice to have that because she was just trying to do that out of kindness of her heart. So I was like, man, you won something. So it's cool. But it was a good time, man. It was fun. I love doing those events, you know.
That's good.
I love doing those events. So that was good.
Oh, I got a root canal yesterday. I didn't mention that.
Oh, dang. And you talking today?
It's just a root canal, man. It's like my third one. So
I've heard. Yeah, I know. I've heard the root canals could be like horrible and hurt, and I've heard that they'd be just fine.
Oh, man, I see some of these videos and stuff of people like they get the anesthesia where they get the gas mask and all the other stuff on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's like nah. They just gave me like a couple shots in my mouth and went to work. You know,
okay.
It was easy peasy, but. It's been a while since I've been to the dentist, so people take care of your teeth, please. Yeah. You know, take care of your teeth. I guess they, you know, they have nurse techs, these little assistants or whatever. Sometimes they're brand new. You know, you go to the dentist, they have a little suction, a little vacuum to suck out all your spit and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think they were just messing with me. The little nurse techs. I'm there with the jaw spreader in my mouth to keep my mouth from closing. And I think they think it's funny to see how far they could stick that suction down my throat, suck up it. Wow. Sitting there gagging and they're just sucking away.
Okay.
You know, sound funny, sound a lot wild, but yeah. Man, it was crazy, man. And then of course I had to tell my wife this, but the dentist, he gave me the most complimentary yet suspect, I don't know, compliment or remark to me yesterday. He's like, you know, you have great saliva reproduction in your mouth.
You like pause?
Yeah, in my head, I'm like, okay. I still have the thing in my mouth, and he's like, okay. So it's like, yeah, that's I don't know if I like to hear that. If I like to hear that, I'm sure somebody's gonna make a joke if they're listening to this, but
yeah,
you got some great saliva reproduction in your mouth. If it would have said it in a creepy voice, then it would have made it even worse.
Yeah.
like, ooh, you got that great saliva reproduction in
Your
your mouth.
saliva reproduction is very, very telling.
It's very fantastic.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so fun time for me. It was good.
Yeah, that sounds exciting, so to speak.
It was.
I didn't have even though I need to make a dentist appointment as well sometime soon.
Yeah. Then he's like, "Oh, you might braces. You considering braces?" I'm like, no. Hadn't thought about it, but I like my smile. He's like, because you got this little gap between your two front teeth. If people could, yeah, right there. It's yellow because of the lighting, but they're actually kind of white, kind of. Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know, maybe. So he started giving me this whole spiel about why I might need braces because I don't have any teeth on the left side of my mouth because they all got yanked out. So I'm getting transitioning to old manhood right about now, gums and things. So he started talking about implants, dental implants. I'm like, shit. Am I getting old? It's gonna soon be that time. So yeah, that whole thing. So I don't know. Maybe you'll see a 40-year-old Jay with braces in his mouth. The colored ones. I mean, they got some colored ones in there.
Do like rainbow color rubber bands.
There you go.
Yeah. See, that would be cool if they made braces, but if the braces look like a grill, you know what I'm trying to say? Like the grills.
Yeah.
So, so you had so you just had like diamonds, you know what I'm trying to say? In the front.
That would be cool. The only thing is you got to get adjustments. So it's like you're buying a different go after so long. And you're spending money, wasting money, unless you like Jay-Z or Birdman or somebody who could afford it. So
yeah, maybe you probably could, you probably could, just restore a couple of those old cars and and just use the money that you sell them for to
there ain't no selling.
Pay for that.
Keeping. Keeping for my kids.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Well, you know what, man? If you got to get it done, you got to get it done. I really need to go because I think the last time I went in, there was an issue with one of my teeth, and they were like, just brush it this way, and it should be fine, and it's fine overall. But I think that there was like a hairline crack in it, and I think it's gotten a little bit bigger now. So I need to go and get that filled.
And that's exactly why, because 2 of my teeth are cracked.
Yeah. What I wonder, like, how do we? I guess we just chew real hard. I don't know what the heck it is.
I don't know. Doctor was asking me if I grind my teeth in my sleep. My wife said I do. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's like pent up stress, or anger, trying to bite.
Definitely grinding. I know, man. When I used to grind, I guess when I start noticing that I grind my teeth, because I'll notice when I wake up in the morning, I'll have a headache or I have like a toothache or something. So when those cases happen, I have just a football mouthpiece that I formed that I'll just wear at night when I go to bed, and it helps. And I stop after I do it. I'll do that for like 2-3 nights in a row, and then I stop doing it.
Funny. It's like you wake up in the middle of the night, start yelling at your wife, honey.
And as I'm doing that, the mouthpiece flies out and hits her, and then the big trail of spit falls out. That's exactly what happens.
That'd be funny.
Exactly what happens now, man. Wow. Okay. So this week, you said that you watched a new show that had been like everybody's sort of been waiting for. Live action.
Yes, Cowboy Bebop, based on the old 1998-99 anime. Came back, so it's been a fan favorite for years, years upon years, and it's live action now. So I was excited, man. A lot of people were excited. I watched this 10 episodes, each ranging about 45, 55 minutes long. And I enjoyed it. I don't know if I should even give a basic synopsis since it's similar yet different to the anime version, but it just basically follows around three central characters, Spike Spiegel, Jet Black, and Faye Valentine, who all come together and become this little crew of bounty hunters. So they have their own each of them have their own story, kind of like story they're trying to I guess tell, or each of them have their own background story that they're trying to find out more and more about. So it's a great series. I think it's a great series for anybody who had not seen the original, and even if you did see the original and want to check it out, I suggest you check it out. But don't go into there thinking it's going to be beat for beat, shot for shot, the exact same thing as the animated story. Some of the characters, their story, little side stories and background stories, and even personalities are a bit different. So don't go in there wanting that. You're not going to get that. And I'm glad they changed it up, because if you wanted the exact same thing, should just stick with anime, and there you go. Yeah. But overall, I thought it was great. I think as many other fans, were anticipating the one character, Ed, who was the hacker in the anime series, and I figured we weren't going to get an Ed scene until the very last episode, because Ed is such a crazy, wild character. And Ed, I knew Ed as a girl in the very first series, the anime series, but of course during the years they changed him to a guy. Not really a guy. Ed, they call him gender neutral, so they don't identify as a male or female. So it's a bit weird. And then I think the actor that they got to play Ed in this final episode also identifies as gender neutral or non-binary. I don't know the correct terminology for this. So I thought it was cool, but just the portrayal, because Ed is so over the top, that the character is just, you got to love Ed. So, yeah. But they played out, they had some essential episodes that they redid in live action. Of course, there's 25 episodes total in the anime. There's only 10 episodes in this first season. Yeah. So I'm curious to know how season 2 is going to tie in all the other ones. So yeah. Overall, I thought it was good. Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah. So without giving anything away, I guess if since there's only 25 anime episodes and they're making this into a full-blown series, does it seem like after you've gotten through the first 10 episodes that you're basically about halfway through the 25 that were anime, or does it feel like you haven't gotten that deep into it yet? This is more like introductory backstory for the first full season.
Well, here's the crazy thing. So, okay, no, it's hard to tell, because the creators were saying they're going to change things up, so it's probably going to be different stories, and there are already a couple different stories in here that weren't in the anime. So you get somewhat of a background.
So they changed it up a bit.
Yeah, they changed it up quite a bit, and I hope they continue to do that, because I don't exactly want all the exact same episodes, because I know how it's going to end, even though they could always do a completely different retelling of the story and still have the same outcome. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It does lend to a certain feeling of wanting more, or you got the feeling that what's going to come in the next season. So it's yeah,
interesting. Well, I'm definitely interested to see it. I like watching the anime, and it's funny because I watched it initially way back when I think Adult Swim sort of started, or sometime around then, years ago, when I watched Adult Swim a lot, because it was on there, and I was like, oh, I never heard of this. Let's watch this. And it was cool. So I yeah, man. So I was, so I was excited to hear that they're bringing a live action version. And I'm not one of those people who is definitely like, completely tied to the anime, the anime originality of it. Even though I know there's people like that. So yeah, so I'm definitely interested. And yeah, look at this on IMDb. It gets 6.5 out of 7. So that's just, or I'm sorry, out of 10. Sorry. So that's that's over 5,000 people commenting. So that's probably those purists that you're talking about.
And they were given the actress Daniela Pineda. I don't know. I was probably butchering her last name, but they were giving her a lot of hell because of her. Not
at first you said head.
I did. Oh well,
it's all right. You got
it. Well, whatever I said, they were giving her a lot of hell for her costume as Faye Valentine, because if you look at the costume of the anime Faye Valentine, her anatomy and her anime anatomy, you got super big boobs, super skinny waist. They were giving her a lot of hell for that, but I think she did a great job. I mean she's a live action portrayal of this person. You're not going to get a person like that unless they had a lot of surgery or some work done.
They could have found somebody else. Like, to be honest, they could have found somebody else.
But
in Hollywood, you can find everybody.
You could, but I love her.
But yeah, that's the other thing, though. I mean, there's ways for them to embellish somebody's physical appearance, I guess, if you want to call it. So but I mean, hey, that's good. I hadn't seen her in anything in a long time. I guess I forgot that she was in those Vampire Diaries, and Vampire Diaries was one of them shows. Yeah, Vampire Diaries was one of them shows that I didn't like seek out and watch, but my wife watched it. So
my wife is watching all the seasons again right now. Really? Even though she's seen them all, she's like back at season 7 right now. There's 8 seasons, so she loved those things. She loved those shows. So.
Yeah, I didn't really watch it, but I know that my wife watched it, so I just basically sat there and just like look up and watch a little bit as she watched it. Yeah, that's some crazy stuff. So yeah, cool. Sweet, man. Well, that's good. Yeah, I definitely need to check that out. I have put it on my list already, so I'm definitely gonna watch it. Trying to think. So I started watching, we downloaded Forza Horizon 5, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and let me tell you what, man. I love those games. I absolutely love car racing games. Car racing video games. They're fun, man. They're so fun.
Is that on Xbox One?
On Xbox One, yeah. Okay. Xbox One, sorry. And let's see here. And honestly, like, I don't know, man. When I see that, what's it called? When I see that, like a new Gran Turismo is coming out, I always get so sad because I don't have a PlayStation, right? And that's a PlayStation only game. So Forza is like basically the next best thing. And I personally believe that Gran Turismo has more realistic graphics. It just looks like a couple clicks better, like a couple little notches, maybe like 1 or 2 notches above Forza as far as like graphics, like realism versus like slightly cartoony video gamey. But then again, when you look at the cars of Forza, when they do the cut scenes, they do close-ups and you're doing like, when you have it in the shop and you're tinkering, those cars look so real, man. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I really enjoy playing those games. And yeah, I think this is set like in Mexico, like on the coast of Mexico, because there's some places in there that I remember from our last trip to Mexico that they call out, like Tulum and stuff.
See, the only thing I think is kind of
Mexico
funny about this And it's only because of that first initial graphic
Let me go back to it.
where you have what is that? Some
It's like a Mercedes.
yeah, it's a Mercedes. I guess they
The
I don't know
AMG
which
King.
one is the AMG edition of whatever sports car, and you're
Mhm.
driving it on a dirt road, you know, and you got you have your intake. I'm assuming that's a rear engine vehicle.
Intake on top. Yeah.
Yeah, the intake on top. So all that dirt getting sucked up in that intake, getting into your car. That's like that's the only non-realistic thing I see, like here, just from this shot. But I think Gran Turismo, for all of I didn't play the later games, but I think all of Gran Turismo sets place in a actual tracks around the world.
Yeah, that's true. See, Forza does that too. Forza will have, they'll have like it's like big open world, right? You could drive wherever you want and interact with other vehicles wherever you want. But then again, if you go and do what do you call it? If you go and do like one of the missions or one of the races, then there's cars specific for that. So like if you're driving out in the middle of the desert, like, with this,
you're going to have your buggy,
21 Corvette is going to flip you to like like an off-road, buggy,
right.
Jeep,
exactly.
So, so that is a little weird. I'm trying to say, but I guess that's where the video gaming comes into it as well. So,
but it's still all entertaining. It's still all entertaining.
It is, and it's fun, and man, I love it. And I, we have that Game Pass thing, so my son kept saying, "Oh, I need to play Forza 5. I need to play Forza 5." I was like, "Forza 5? We got Forza 5?" And then he was like, "Yeah, it came on the Game Pass." I was like, "Ooh, man, I can't wait." So one day this week, I had like, I don't know, like an hour, and I was like, "All right, everybody's, what do you call it? Everybody's, occupied with something. I'm gonna sneak down and play for a few minutes." And man, I enjoyed it.
A few minutes turned into a few hours.
No, it didn't. It turned to like a couple hours. You're probably right. But yeah, it was cool. The one thing that you said, just like you said, there's some stuff that's not realistic. Like I was driving a Corvette. It was like a 21 Corvette Stingray. Like it was insane. And then there's like this there's several mountains on there where it's set up. So it's this huge mountain. So I go through the desert, right? And then drive up the side of the mountain all the way almost to the top of the mountain. I guess there was a part where it got too steep and I started to skid out a little bit. So I had to take a little side detour onto a road that was finally, that was there. But I drove like off-road, up the mountain. And I was like, yeah, you could never do this in real life. But it was fun, man. It was fun. I enjoy it.
I'm curious to know how much these sponsors get.
Dude,
all the stickers. You got Monster representing Hoonigan. What else did I see? I saw a whole bunch of other things.
There's all kinds of sponsors in there, man. Every like, car type product sponsor. Hoonigan, obviously. Monster Energy, Rockstar, not Rockstar.
Yeah, I'm sure Rockstar has something. Well, no, Rockstar is the gaming company.
It's their own game company. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot that come into it. So I don't know, man. I was like, dang, I wonder how much do it cost to pay for
a spot. You get your hooks, rubs, and spices sticker on the side of the car.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm telling you, man. You don't know. You never know.
Pretty sure it's quite a few grand.
Yeah, it probably is. It's probably maybe 8, 10, digits. 20 50,000. Who knows? I'm not sure. But what I do know is if I had it, I don't know. That's the thing, though. You put some kind of sponsorship on a thing like this. That's where you're just like a household name, like Rockstar.
Yeah.
But do you become a household name like that? I don't know.
Then it would be funny because they need to have like a barbecue scene in the game, because it's like you put a hooks, rubs, and spices sticker on the back of a car. People gonna be looking for car parts. Gonna go online. What's hooks, rubs, and spices? Is that an engine? Is that the intake system?
And then I have to start selling car parts.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Free
Just, so
bottle of roster rub with your new grill.
yeah. Well, hey man, instead of car parts, I'm actually working on right now developing some cooking utensils to add to my website. Just because I look at it like this, there's a couple of and this doesn't have anything to do with this game, but there's a couple of people on social media who do like live cooks and things like that, and they'll interact with their audience. And some people, I saw one the other day where somebody was like, "Yeah, I've already ordered a knife, and now I'm just waiting on my skillet." And I was like, "What?" And so I clicked on their profile link to their page, and yeah, man, they sell like knives, like chef's knives. They sell like these skillets. They sell air fryers. I was just like, "How?" But the cool thing is, all of these products have their name like embossed on them, or they have like a sticker, like logo on it, something like that. So I'm like, I need to figure out how to do that. So I've seen that stuff in the past where, I mean, I could go to Alibaba or some other websites like that and order like a 10,000 piece, lot of a certain item, right? At a really discounted rate, and then obviously resell it. So I'm looking at ideas around that and what I should start offering. How much money I want to invest into that, because there's some that would be super easy, some that are not. The thing is, though, if you want them customizable, if you want them customized, then that's when the price jumps. But then again, if you don't have them customized, if people go to use them, then it's like, where did I get this burger press from? So because it may not even have a name on it, And there's this one knife that I bought at Buc-ee's that I feature in some of the videos that I do for Hook Shrubs and Spices. And it's called on the handle and on the blade, it says "Come and Take It" with a what do you call that? Like with the cannon and a star, and I believe it's from like the Mexican Army Alamo stand.
Right.
Come and take it. It's just like the flag. And so I'm like, dude, I want to sell that knife on my site. And I looked, and the knife doesn't have any other information on it but that. I do remember when I originally posted, I found the company name that made it, but then I went onto their site to see if they have that, and it's not even there. So I don't know. It's not there. So I'd have to do a whole different thing. But if you go for a search for like "Come and Take It" knives, there's like, thousands of options out there. So I might just change it up. So I don't know. Cool. I want to do that. So I don't know. Anyway, yeah, man, that's how do you figure out how to get your product placed? I don't know. That may be the best way. We will see. But yeah, that's good. So yeah, so you got a new show in. I got a new game in a little bit. And it's always sad when you start playing those new games, because that's all you really want to, like, you just keep thinking about, dang, I want to go back and play that game again. So one day I'll get back. I'll see if I can hop on with my son or whatever for a little bit. But okay. So Thanksgiving's coming up this week, next week. I know you said you're going to visit, you're going to visit your family. We will not be going to visit my family. They're actually coming for Christmas up here. So we'll actually just be hanging out with my mother-in-law. But yeah, Thanksgiving, man. So, what do you do? What do you do for Thanksgiving? You do a full turkey? You do partial turkey? You do what are y'all cooking for Thanksgiving?
My mom is cooking turkey wing tips. So tips. Yeah, that's what she's doing. She ain't bothering with the over the top big old turkey and things like that. They keep it simple, man. They they didn't grow up with a lot, so I don't even think they even ate full turkeys at Thanksgiving when they were growing up.
They may not have.
No. Probably just chicken. Probably just another day. So
yeah, you'll have to find out.
Yeah, she's doing that. I bought them a Old Smoky a couple weeks ago.
They already have it put together?
Yeah, I sent it to the house. Even though it came like slightly damaged, it had like a slight dent in the side of it from what they told me. But they've been using that, so I'm not sure if they're gonna try to smoke them. My mom's tried to just put them in the oven.
That's
cool. So That, of course, the normal dressings and potato salad, and my wife's doing her mac and cheese, which is bomb diggity. Always.
Did she get it like really creamy?
Man, it's so good. Like, my niece loves it. She says she ain't never had nothing like it. My brother said this is how you're supposed to do mac and cheese.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So that's big from him, and so yeah, she puts a little something extra into it that I reveal on.
Yeah, like my dad used to say, you put your toes in it.
Yeah, she put her toes in it, man. Everybody love it. It's always gone. So that's cool. That's about it, man. We're not going over the top with the stuff, so it ain't gonna be like a ton of leftovers. Maybe like a day or so. But yeah, that's about it. What you guys got planned?
Yeah, man, I'm trying to think. So my mother-in-law is more of a traditionalist. She wants me to get the turkey, to pick up the turkey. So actually, I need to pick that up today, so I can just make sure it's thawed out and ready to go. Even though I'd probably rather do that sweetheart turkey roll just because it's just straight meat. You know what I'm trying to say? But there is something to doing like the full-on turkey. So yeah, so we'll do that. I wanted to do like more than just turkey. I wanted to do like a brisket or like a half brisket, something like that as well, because I thought more family would be coming with us to the Thanksgiving. But I think it's just gonna be the 5 of us. So I may not do it. Maybe I will do a brisket and just like vac seal, what we don't eat and save it, which would be a good idea. But I might just do like a half instead of a whole. But then, I might be using my old smoky to smoke it. I haven't made that decision yet to smoke the turkey. And if I do oven turkey, then I'll do smoked brisket or whatever. So I don't know. We'll see. But I know that's the main thing. My mother-in-law likes to make basically like, pecan candied yams.
Nice.
We'll make some mashed potatoes. Maybe some mac and cheese as well, and then like vegetables, green salad, green beans, something like that. So it'll be pretty, pretty easy. And then everybody in my family likes the cranberry sauce. Do y'all like cranberry sauce?
It's just whatever to me. I mean, growing up, it was just the cranberry sauce in a can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but, nobody bothered like making it from fresh cranberries. To me, it's just whatever to me. I could live without.
Yeah, it's funny, man, because I like growing up, like I didn't really even eat cranberry sauce like that, right? Mm-hmm. But then, my wife loves it, and I don't know, kids love it. Like they just like always like, I need to make sure I get some cranberry sauce. And I'm just like, but I don't know. I never really liked it that much, but I know that they do, so we always have to have it. We always get a couple cans, and they go through the whole thing. So whatever, man. And I've actually started eating a little bit or whatever. So every now and then, it depends on what I'm like pairing it with. Like if I have like some dry turkey, yeah, I'm definitely gonna stick it with that. But turkey ain't never dry with hook shrubs and spices, brine, baby. If you know how to brine that turkey, man, it's good. So yeah, man, that's about it. It's gonna be nice and easy. Watch some football, chill out.
Yep,
that's about it. So yeah, so this year I do not have to work on Thanksgiving. Last year I was actually off Thanksgiving as well. I think I had to work Black Friday initially, and I think I only worked a couple hours, and then I got off early. But this year I'm off both days because my position changed.
Yeah, I had to work those days.
Yeah,
but I took off because I got a lot of PTV, a lot of vacation time, I should say.
Yeah. That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
so Thanksgiving coming up. Hopefully everybody enjoys time with family if they have that opportunity, or time with friends for the Friendsgiving situation, all that stuff. So
what are you going to do for Black Friday, the COVID-filled hours?
Oh, yeah.
Of the malls in Target and Walmart.
Black Friday. Yeah. Man, I haven't even planned it yet. I haven't even thought about it. And we're gonna be in southern Utah. At my mother-in-law's house. That's the plan. And they have Walmart. They have a couple Walmarts there. They have a Target there. So I don't know. We might go out that night. Well, the thing is, I don't know. After the first few Black Fridays, like my wife doesn't go to them anymore. I think she's like, I'm sort of done with that. And it's not the same. It used to be like doorbusters. I'm trying to say, like everybody's sitting there like scrapping over, a video game that's going to be obsolete in like 3 months, right? Or a special edition knockoff version of something, that you're getting like for a deep discount, or just like a TV, that's super deeply discounted. So it's not like that anymore because they start Black Friday like in October.
Right, exactly.
So many places do that. So it's not going to be the same like excitement, if you will, because you could buy everything online. Literally, you can buy everything online that's for Black Friday. So I don't know. I might go out just to check out, see what they have in some stores. If there's something that I think of in the moment, but at this point, I'm not as motivated to go. It makes me so sad. It used to be fun. It used to be fun to go and watch all the chaos.
Yeah, I hear you.
I like seeing that stuff. That makes me laugh. Because I just be sitting
watch
there
it online.
laughing at people. Yeah. We can watch it online. It's going to happen somewhere. It's always inevitable. It's going to happen. Somebody will probably get stomped on trying to get into Best Buy.
Unfortunately,
always
the Astroworld Festival.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Oh yeah. Okay. So speaking of music, have you ever heard of a band called Brass Against?
Nope.
Have you ever heard of a singer called Sophia Urista?
Can't say 100%. Nope.
Okay, so here, let me add this to the stream. So this week, or I guess last week, I don't know, sometime the past couple weeks, there was this performance by a band called Brass Against, and are they a let's see here, where was the okay, so in Detroit, Michigan, this band called Brass Against was out singing at a concert in Michigan. That was November 11th. And so this Sophia Urista, she was actually on The Voice, I believe. Several years ago,
Okay.
She was actually, they I guess, some of those initial 2016 when she was on The Voice, and Miley Cyrus, that judge, picked her to be on her team initially. So I don't believe that she actually won The Voice. But yeah, she I'm
watching it. Whoa, that's a stream. I'm looking at that. Yeah. What is that? That's the waterfall
on stage. Yeah, apparently on stage, I guess she needed to go to the restroom, and she couldn't get backstage because she was in the middle of performing. So she called up a fan on stage, right? Called up a fan on stage, and she was like, "Hey, lay down here. I need to pee." And so then you see a video of her pulling down her pants on stage, peeing directly into this dude's face and mouth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a shout out, man.
Yeah. And she didn't just it wasn't just like a little bit of pee. It was like she literally
gushing. She had to go real bad. That's the
gushed. Yeah. It was like she poured. It was like she had drank like a couple of what do you call it?
Couple liters, couple 2 liters.
Yeah, she she drank a few liters, like a couple gallons of water, with lemonade and whatever else mixed into it, and she directly peed on this dude's face. The dude definitely was there for it. He was definitely like, "Yes, give me all of that." Then he got up, and as he got up, she was like, "Security, take him off the stage. He's done." the guy stood up and he like spewed the pee into the audience, and then I think he scooped it up with his hand and shoveled it out back over into the audience as well. But when you say like golden shower, like golden waterfall, like this was definitely like a rushing golden waterfall right onto this dude's face.
Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm watching the uncensored version right now. That's crazy. My man's just like taking
it's on YouTube.
Yes, and he's just rocking out too.
Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, pee in my mouth, yeah. So
I wonder what her bandmates thought of this.
Well, it was funny because like as you watch the video start, like one of the bandmates, I think he like pulls the microphone stand or something out of the way because he sees what's about to happen. But they're all sitting there just playing music. They don't stop. They're playing music.
She takes a shirt and then covers up the pee.
Wow. That's insane. They're continually playing music. They're just rocking out, while she's just sitting there skeet peeing all over somebody. And then I think the next day they're just like, oh, we're sorry, lad. We had such a great time, but Sophia got a little carried away. I'm like, yeah, a little carried away.
That's a lot of carried away.
I mean, they could definitely stop the show for you if you need to go pee. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, or you just pee before.
I probably would have stopped playing my music. I would have just watched it and been like, what the hell are you doing, mama?
Oh, this is weird. Here's a screen cap where it looks like the bandmate is holding, I don't know, a phone on a stand or an iPad on a stand. So maybe that's showing music and information. I don't know, but yeah. that was rough, man. That's rough. So apparently she since apologized, all that stuff. So I don't know, man. It's I mean, this is sister too. Like, come on, girl, what you doing? Why you out here in these streets like that? So,
hey, man, what it's gonna do now is gonna get a lot of people looking at the band.
Of course,
yeah.
Eyes. Yeah, I mean, basically, she's probably gonna go solo at this point, because she has gonna get like 1 million followers of people who want to be peed on, just like that. So. Yeah. It's a stream of pee straight on your face.
Beautiful. Num. He gonna remember that for the rest of his life.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there. Yeah. Okay. I think I stopped it. I think I stopped the video. I was trying to play the video, but I think no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that here.
It's all good.
But man, it was I think YouTube may take us off, but then again, maybe not because it's up there, right?
It's up there. Ain't nobody gonna care.
Anyway, it's crazy. It's crazy. So R. Kelly definitely got in trouble for all of the shenanigans that that he has alleged to have been done, and peeing on people was part of it. We actually got video of it. This is evidence of this lady. So we'll see if anything happens. At this point, I don't believe any charges have been pressed by the concert venue and stuff like that. Because apparently the guy didn't care at all that he got peed on. He was fine with it. R. Kelly was more like, I'm gonna force you to sit here and let me pee on you, so they say. And then this lady, was like, come on up here. Who wants to volunteer to be in the VIP section? So there you go. Wow. Has there any, do you remember anything else being like that, like scandalous and outlandish as somebody getting peed on stage?
Peed on. I remember Akon body slammed some guy off of the stage, like just pick him up and threw him off.
And that was like he did that because the guy was being like.
Well, he was the guy was just. I guess he was just being a jerk on stage.
Okay, yeah,
So maybe he did it out of anger. I don't.
I got you. Yeah.
What is something else there?
I remember
a video of this recently, but some guy. What are you going to call? Some guy like some singer not really bit this guy, but like kind of dared him to jump off the balcony.
Mhm.
And the guy jumped off. He started coming down, jumped off from the second balcony and broke his legs. He thought the crowd was gonna catch him. Crowd didn't catch him.
Bruh.
They probably would have caught him, but I think he jumped down just like straight and not like back. So yeah, he broke his legs. I don't know if he tried to sue or anything like that, but whatever.
That's crazy. Yeah. You know, it's wild. I remember hearing the stories of, was that Ozzy Osbourne biting the head off of a bird or something like that on stage?
Yeah, a bet.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know, man. There's been some wild stuff out there, but I've never seen anybody get peed on voluntarily on live in stage. Like, nope. That's weird, disgusting. But hey, you know what? That dude liked it. So there you go. Okay, so on to the next thing. So one's got to go. So we posted a one's got to go a couple weeks ago. Prince and Whitney Houston, and I guess the way that I created the image, it made it seem like, you know, who do you want to kill off? And I'm like, no, that wasn't it, because people were responding, how you gonna post that? Because they both did. You know what I'm trying to say? And I was like, oh yeah, okay.
Because so I just need to say the music. Like, they both did though.
the music, yes. So the one's got to go with the music of Prince or Whitney, and we got a lot of comments. So do you have that up in hand right now?
I got it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, here we go. Excuse me. J Del Negro said they are at, and then he just stopped. And then John Effect responds. Shout out to them both. Says great minds think alike. In response to that, he says Jay and Jared trying to make us look crazy by answering this. Plus, we all know this answer is the Bobby Brown posse, whoever they are. When Bobby was yelling about them, it was humping around.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, John Effect responds, I've never been a Prince fan, but the gays go up for the divas.
Okay.
Random Ramblings, shout out. Says Whitney Houston, Whitney Hutton, from, if anybody knows, from Martin. The S. Anthony Thomas show says, anyone who knows me knows the answer. Purple Rain. Prince. Okay. Wulong talks. Whitney, sadly, I wanted to marry her when I was 7. J Hook _1, shout out to Cuz, your sister, says no. Underscore GBK3 says this is a setup. Felipe's Garage, shout out to the fellas over there, says Whitney. Starting 5 podcast says Whitney Hutton. Whitney Hutton. Also says they both already. I'm about to hit up. All right. Yeah. Whatever Man Pod, shout out. If it's between Prince and anybody, they have to get the fuck out of here. Respectfully. Bye, Whitney.
Respectfully.
Universe.Aaliyah. Prince gotta go. Black.Edit. Wait, Black.at.it. Black Edit.
Black Edit.
People really can't think outside of them being dead. That's amazing to me. Obviously, it's about music.
Yeah.
They caught on. Hey, who's gotta go? I don't know. Who's gotta go for you?
What do you think, man? The music of Prince or Whitney? Wow. Who's got to go between these two? Dang. Wow. Even though Whitney's Houston's name is my hometown, Houston, I gotta go. I gotta keep Prince. You know, that Purple Rain, Raspberry Beret. I remember myself singing Raspberry Beret so many times. I'm vividly picturing Raspberry Beret right now. playing on the radio, me hanging out with my cousins in Mississippi in the bedroom that they used to stay in my grandparents' house. I'm picturing that literally right now in my head. So I got to keep Prince. But then again, man, which I don't know. I'll let you take your answer and then I'll ask this question. So,
I agree with you. I got to get rid of Whitney's music, keeping Prince.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And now that we say that, how many singers do you believe Whitney, influence compared to Prince? Like, do you think there are more singers that came that were influenced by Whitney? I think so.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. I think there's more that influenced by Whitney than Prince. Prince is like in a league of his own. I'm trying to think who, because didn't when we had Melissa B on the show, didn't she say she was inspired by both of them?
I believe
I want to say yeah, but I could be completely wrong. I really want to say yeah. She said she was inspired by both of them, but there's more singers that are inspired by Whitney. Just her vocal range alone. Just like what's my girl Christina Aguilera. What's the other little one? I say the little one.
Little one.
She was dating Pete Davidson, Ariana Grande.
Okay,
yeah. I mean, you could tell in their voice.
You said the little one.
Yeah, the little one. I mean, she still looks like she's a teenager.
Yeah, she's tiny.
Yeah, she's tiny, but she's like well into her 20s and stuff. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. They're both great. Both their music was great. Obviously, they both. They were both, really big, obviously, like in the 80s and 90s,
right.
2000s. Their music is still, popping if you listen to it. There's nothing like listen to, back in the day, there was nothing like listen to I Want to Dance with Somebody, because it definitely just made you want to get up and start bouncing around and dancing. So, I don't know. I know my sister, I believe, I believe she would say Whitney. But yeah, that's a tough decision between.
I mean, we wouldn't have got a Purple Rain movie.
We wouldn't have got that. We wouldn't have got a Bodyguard movie.
I could, man. I've seen Purple Rain way more times than
Bodyguard. Oof. Bad. It's the morning. You could tell.
You need your coffee.
Yeah, I need my
honey
coffee.
in it.
I just have water.
Tea and honey.
Yeah. No, man. Yeah, but there's just something about that Purple Rain, man. There's something about the Purple Rain thing. So either way, both good options. So then, of course, we had to back that up. We had to back that up with another question.
Yeah.
Best vocalist.
Instead of a one's got to go.
Yeah. So we're not saying, because we all know that. I think Teddy's the only one that's still here, right?
No, Teddy
died too.
Teddy died. Yeah, I believe Teddy died like about a decade ago, huh?
Really?
Probably got to look it up. Let me look that up, brother. Teddy P. Did Teddy P pass? I'd be so mad if he didn't. And I said that.
You'd be mad if he didn't?
Oh, I'd be mad if I got that wrong. Yeah, he died 2010.
Oh, man. Oh, well.
Yeah.
How did I not know that? Oh, well. Teddy Jam. Okay. So here we go. Best vocalist between Marvin Gaye, Teddy P, Teddy Pendergrass, David Ruffin, and Sam Cooke.
All right. Should I read these off?
Go for it.
Jiggetto's Puppets. Shout out to Mr. Jiggetto and all his puppets. He said, Marvin. S. Anthony Thomas says, when I get that feeling, we all know who that is, Marvin. Woolon Talk says, Marvin. Cooke has incredible range too, but Marvin had a bit more polish. 3R Show says Candyman.
Okay.
J. Del Negro says Sam Cooke. Cook for the win, please. Chuck W2 from Whatever Man Pod. Teddy, but only because Otis Redding ain't on this list. Memphis Diva 99 says David and Marvin. Sorry. Starting Five Pod says Teddy. What is TWS podcast? Is tough one. I'm gonna go with Sam Cooke. Still waiting on that change to come though.
Man.
Outspoken Diva says Teddy P. Hook 1. Marvin. Reed Patrick says David and Teddy. David Eli Ruffin. David Ruffin. Is that somebody related to David Ruffin?
What is it? Uh-oh.
Oh, it's a fan page. Okay. Yeah, David Eli Ruffin fan page says David Ruffin. I was thinking it was like somebody's son. I'm thinking of his son or something. Caught wind of this. War is not the answer, says definitely Marvin. He was able to use an impressive range of notes. Sorry.
Okay.
Henry Sheely 81 says 1 Marvin Gaye, 2 David Ruffin, 3 Sam Cooke, 4 Teddy P. Unique 74 Beats says without Cooke, there is no list.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
Yes,
so
indeed.
Who is your pick?
My pick would be out of Marvin and Sam Cooke. I say Marvin, or I say Cooke because I love his voice. It just sounds so, I guess in that time, maybe the way they were producing music, it just sounds so buttery over them tracks. Just it's very smooth, and maybe just the vocal, I guess his vocal tone on the tracks, it just sounded wonderful. It sounded great. And then the type of music he made it felt just the feeling of timelessness. Marvin Gaye, on the other hand, that is a nostalgic feeling for me because my dad used to walk around the house singing Marvin Gaye all the time.
Same.
And, just playing. I can remember the big stereo system that my dad had in the corner. And it was the record player on top. You got this little equalizer section, and you got the tape players underneath there. And of course, we couldn't touch it, even though I tried. I scratched up a bunch of his records, but he used to always play Marvin Gaye on there, and singing it all the time. So yeah, I'd have to go with one of those two, man. It's hard to decide for me.
Yeah. Who is the Candyman? Who is that?
The Candyman.
Yeah, because somebody commented the Candyman.
That was a Random Ramblings with Rob, the 3R show.
I'm trying to see who that was they were trying to answer with. I don't know who that is. I don't know, man.
When you said Candyman, I was thinking of an old song.
Who can make the sun rise?
Yeah,
that's Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah, that's Sammy Davis Jr. But
they can with the dream, the Candyman kind. Yeah. I don't know. That's definitely 100% Sammy Davis vocals right there.
Yeah.
Now I gotta say, Marvin Gaye. I have to give it to him because that is the most nostalgic for Marvin. That's the one that I always think of.
Unless he was referring to Teddy Pendergrass
Cooke
looking like the Candyman. Oh no, Sam Cooke.
Sam Cooke
kind of looked like the Candyman. Like oh man. I can't even remember the actor who played.
The newer guy or the older Candyman?
The older Candyman, legendary, actor.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, he does look like Candyman.
Tony Todd?
Tony Todd, there you go, Tony Todd.
Yeah, Tony Todd. Let's see, Tony Todd.
He does
Let me see if
look
I can see. Yeah.
He does look like him.
He does got a little Tony Todd in him. Yeah, he does, actually. That's really scary. Who knew that Tony Todd, Sam Cooke is reincarnated as Tony Todd? Who knows? Anyway, yeah, it'd be interesting to hear, other people's thoughts. But yeah, we got a lot of good feedback on that. Yeah, man. But I got to go with Marvin. I don't know. I just had to go with Marvin, and it's probably more nostalgia than anything. Because I know that they all have great influence on music, but the ones that I always come back to sing are Marvin songs. So that's why I got to give it to Marvin.
I got you.
Give it to Marvin Gaye. So anyway, all right. Yeah. Wow. That was good. Let's see here. What else we got today? So, Yeah, so I think it's time for a Who Am I believe. Let me look.
Who am I?
Yeah. Who am I? What you got?
All right, let me see if I can put some words together for this. Who am I? And I may give you the answer within the description.
Mm-hmm.
I kill people, and I think it's right. I have been bestowed with lots of privilege throughout the years and ages. Mm.
White people, police. I mean, law
Ding, ding,
enforcement
ding.
officers.
You got it right.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Those two right there, white men and Kyle Rittenhouse. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, man. So yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I was like, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Unless there's somebody more specific.
I was trying to tie it into Kyle Rittenhouse, but I was thinking about, I was like, dang, because there's a lot more Kyle Rittenhouse like people out there that have gotten away with a lot more.
Yeah.
Well, exactly the same, but yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, that's so wild, man. And I know they have the Ahmaud Arbery trial going on right now. Hopefully, they put those dudes under the jail. Because it's wild, man. We'll see. And yeah, so Kyle Rittenhouse jury, they said he was not guilty of murder. And that whole case, that whole jury proceeding was clown shoes from the beginning. The judge, you could tell he was already biased. He should have recused himself from being the judge over that, because you can tell from the beginning, he's like, okay, first of all, you can't call these people victims. This dude is on trial for killing people. Of course, they are victims of that crime. Now, if through the trial process, and then the end, it's found that, he was not guilty. At that point, you could say that the term victim is what's the word is negotiable, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, those people were victims of that guy. To me personally, because like dude drove, didn't he drive across state lines? Like his mom drove him across state lines.
Yeah.
Showed up with a gun to protect property that was not his own.
Yeah.
First of all, it's not legal it's not legal to open fire or kill anybody, for damaging property that's not yours. That's the first thing. Second thing, he showed up. He didn't have a gun permit. He just walked right into a riot or to not a riot, but a protest that was going on. So he was going there for a specific intention. And he was going there to cause trouble, whether it was to kill somebody or not, who knows initially. But he went there with the weapon in tow, just in case he needed to murder somebody.
At the time of this? At the time,
like
I guess 17, 16,
or
17?
16?
Like
yeah.
Okay. Wow.
I do, man. And his mom look exactly like him. They both look like little gerbils. But that's beside the point. But no, like you could tell the judge basically was siding on the side of the defense the whole time.
Yeah.
Gave no credence to the prosecution, and basically didn't allow the prosecution to do a lot of things that they would have. So I'm not sure if there was two people that were killed, and then one got injured. Who's still alive. He lost his right arm, the use of his right arm.
Now see that
I don't know if he protested, or I don't know if he testified or not.
They showed video of that online on the news one morning, and I was like, oh well, that's the way they're presenting that particular part of the case. Is like, oh well, he's probably gonna get off for that. He's not gonna get accused for that, because what they showed was him on the ground, the Kyle Rittenhouse on the ground, and the other guy running towards him with gun in hand. And from what was said, he picked up his gun and then he shot and hit him in the arm. So that alone right there, that could be seen as self-defense. Just that one portion right there. Yeah. If somebody's running towards you with the gun, you're on the ground, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think apparently the other guy was going to try to help him up, but you don't know. So somebody running towards you on the ground, and they have a gun in their hand. You don't know what
it's you
you're
versus
gonna
them,
do.
right?
Yeah, it's you versus them. So I could see that particular portion. I don't see any video of the other stuff, so I can't comment. I mean, I know everything you said was completely right. He shouldn't have been there. Everything he was completely wrong.
He ain't even have to go. He ain't even have to show
Nah,
up. Like he could have just sat at home.
He could have stayed at home like
stupid, man.
Everybody else. He did not have to go and put himself and put others in any kind of situation like that. So
and then a situation like this, you always think that there's gonna be some street justice potentially at some point.
Yeah.
But I mean, then again, we look and see George Zimmerman is still walking around. Excuse me. After what he did to Trayvon Martin. So the problem is, though, I think that obviously they're gonna have to live with what they did for the rest of their life. At some point in time, they'll have a come to Jesus moment, or come to realization moment what they did. And I don't know. I've heard with George Zimmerman, like his life has been like pretty terrible since that whole thing happened. Like he's like lost jobs, and he's been in trouble with the law again, and like he, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that's going on with him. So maybe it's just the long-term effect of like your life just sucking. You know what I'm trying to say? For the rest of your life, just being horrible. Or somebody does come and catch you when you're slipping. And I'm not wishing death on anybody.
Nope.
Just because I don't know, man. I don't believe that. But there's a portion of time like back in the day where street justice would have taken over.
Yeah.
Nowadays, maybe it won't the same way, but I don't know, man. It's just unfortunate all the way around.
Yeah. When you said that, I started thinking about when you said they'll come to that realization later on in life, they'll have their Jesus moment. I started thinking about Emmett Till and the lady who accused them of whistling at her. And she came out years later.
Is she like 90 or something?
Yeah, she was super old, man. And then she finally claimed that, no, none of that happened. Just made it up. But whatever. Man, that is a little too late for that.
She needs to go.
Carolyn Bryant, that's her name.
That stuff to hurt as well. So
she came out in 2017. The book was released, and that's when she said that the boy, nothing that boy could ever justify what happened. And she said, So.
Wow. Yeah, that was a good one right there. Okay, so who am I? I got a who am I? Okay, so I mainly wear gray. Let's see here. I mainly wear gray. I like to extend my arms and legs to help. I have a really cool niece that has a computer book that everyone wants. And everyone likes my cars and body parts because when I say go, they work. Who am I?
Inspector Gadget.
Inspector Gadget. Wow, today was like a police heavy. Who am I? Inspector Gadget.
I was thinking of a real person. He was like, what is this? It's like I have a niece. I extend my legs and my arms. I was like, who the hell does that?
Inspector Gadget.
Then I started thinking about a Transformers, and then you said a niece, and I'm like, they don't have nieces.
Transformers do have nieces and nephews. No, I don't know. Yeah, there you go. Inspector Gadget. That's a good one. All right. Here we go. So who am I for the week? All right. I think we're already on to the voicemail. So it's that time.
Sweet Christmas.
It's that time. So here we go. So while we're going to these voicemails, why don't you go ahead and tell the people how they can leave us a voicemail, and I'll get it loaded.
All right, people, 385-3BLAKPC or 385-252-572. Make a call, give us a little ring-a-lang-ding, leave us a voicemail, tell us what's going on in your life, what you plan on wasting money on for Black Friday. If your budget gonna be tight as somebody's ass crack. What's it gonna be?
Tight.
Super tight.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. All right, here we go. One voicemail this week because we finally caught up, thankfully. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
What's up, y'all? This is Kayla. I had planned on calling y'all with some funny stuff, but after the events of yesterday in Memphis, Tennessee, so yesterday around noon, Memphis, has lots of rappers, and Memphis, Young Dolph was murdered yesterday in broad daylight at a cookie store in Memphis here, and it was definitely a setup. It's sad, that the body was hanging out the window of the establishment. Two dudes just drove up. I mean, they were masked. I mean, they had it down to perfection and just had Uzis or whatever you call them. And I wonder where his bodyguards were. I guess he felt like he was safe, and he said, I don't know. But after that, they went to a Privé Club and sent bodyguards around Yo Gotti's restaurant, which is a great restaurant. And then they shot up Black youngster's grandmother's house. So Yo Gotti is from Memphis. Young Dolph is from Memphis. Black youngster is from Memphis. And there was some beef. Yo Gotti had a label, and Young Dolph was on the label, but they fell out. So Black youngster is under Yo Gotti's label, so figure it out. I'm sure y'all Google it. I'm disgusted. It's gonna be war in the city because it ain't over. Yeah, just the way I feel. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Yeah. Thank you very much, Kayla. And yeah, man, didn't even mention that, earlier in the show. But yeah, man, another loss of the life of a, young Black man and, obviously, up and coming rapper. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a sad situation, but I don't know the whole situation. And I don't know all those. I couldn't tell you what some of those rappers played, like as far as music, but I know that who's a Young Dolph made that Cut It song, and actually that knife that I was talking about earlier in the show, the Come and Take It knife. I made a video with that song. What is it, like a couple months ago, on the Hooks Rub Instagram. So that's basically like the only song that I probably would recognize from any of them. Yeah, man, it's just a sad scenario. Don't know exactly what happened, but sad scenario.
Don't know. I don't know, man. I think I heard multiple people say this, from Master P to Noriega, to just a whole bunch of people who have elevated to a certain standard. You don't need to go back home to be keeping it real, so to speak.
Yeah, 100.
Because you make it to a certain point, you get all this money, you want to stay in the same environment that you grew up in, and you're supposedly keeping it real and doing this and that, but you got money that you need to get out, get away. It's sad. I mean, it's sad it happened. I don't know the situation. Yeah. We don't know the situations behind it 100%, but You know, this is it sends a message to these other young folks, man. You don't need to be hanging around the same people, the same type of energy that that you grew up and kind of made a name for yourself around. So
yeah, you really don't, like, to be honest, because a lot of those scenarios, you know, put you in a bad in a bad place, man. You know, that's why you see a lot of athletes end up broke, you know, because they go back around, you know, all their original friends and family, which is fine, but they basically get wrapped up back into that, and they aren't smart with their money, they aren't smart with the people that are around them. They end up getting themselves in trouble financially or legally, whatever it is. And yeah, man, that's the same thing. You know, there's a reason why, you know, Jay-Z, you know, is I mean, he still lives in New York, but he doesn't live in the hood like he did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? There's a reason why Snoop Dogg did that. There's a reason why Master P, you know, all these people, they still have houses there, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
But that's not their primary residence. And you definitely probably don't see him living there, you know, like 24/7, you know?
Nope. That's and that reminds me of C Murder, Master P's brother. Why he bought a house or rented an apartment in the projects? Because he wanted to keep it real and he wanted to stay grounded to the environment that kind of made him and inspired his music. You have to do that? No. And where is he right now? Currently serving in prison.
Yeah.
Because, you know, just hanging out with the same type of energy. You know, negative energy, man. You made it. You got millions of dollars. Why do you need to? You're not turning your back on anything. You know, it's you know, it's kind of sad, man. You're not turning your back on anything. If you want to get out of the environment, you got out of it. No need to come back and live there, because there's always gonna be somebody that's jealous. Always.
That's true. And there's so many ways for you to be able to stay connected to your community that you grew up in, or stay or contribute back to that community, you know, charitably, you know, trying to make a change, you know, and things like that, without you having to always be in there, you know, always be there. Eminem didn't go back to 8 Mile, you know, he didn't go back there to live, you know. So
same thing with Soulja Slim. Soulja Slim got killed in front of his mama house in his own city. So most rappers die in their own city. That's what I heard someone said. You know,
that's sad, man.
Most rappers, this dude could have been out, man. But you know, R.I.P. to all them. You know, head up, everybody in jail, whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't have much more to say on the subject. So
yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. It's just a sad situation. It's a sad situation.
I mean, I got a lot to say, but I don't feel like going that place. I don't feel like going in that direction.
Yeah. All right. Well, we won't.
Because it angers me. It angers me and it troubles me.
Yeah. All right. Well, we won't do it. Let's see here. So I guess, I mean, if there's nothing else, you know, we can go ahead and get up out of here. We got anything to tap our love box on? Tap your love box this week. I may have like 2, but that's about it. So
I don't, but we can love box it anyway.
So go ahead and cue the music real quick. There you go. That's not Sam Cooke. That's not Marvin Gaye. That is George Michael. George Michael's Careless Whisper. Play it so well. Tap that love box. So, wow. Tap your love box if you know, if you've never wanted to go on stage and get peed on, or tap your love box if you wanted to. Who knows? Maybe you're into that kind of stuff.
Maybe
I'm not.
Definitely not. Tap your love box if somebody's ever told you you had great saliva reproduction.
I've had somebody tell me that I have great diction, so that's why I like sometimes when I talk, I like spitting because I'm always like talking like right on the tip of my tongue and
You know,
everything.
if you didn't say the shun after that, I'd have been like,
You got great diction.
yeah, you did pause. Like
Pause.
had like a little period right between dick and shun. So
Oh man.
What? Well, all right.
Wow.
Go there.
Nah, man. Yeah, it's okay. Tap your little box if you were making a non-traditional Thanksgiving this year. No turkey or no full turkey, just something a little different, you know? Just wings, just legs.
Yeah.
Tap your little box if you're gonna do a loaded turkey leg, stuffed turkey leg, like from the Hooks Rub recipe page.
Mm-hmm. Tap your love box if you think Walt Disney World turkey legs is trash. I'm tapping because I don't think they did great. It's no seasoning.
They're
salt.
like the overly smoked turkey leg that you'll buy at the store that's already done.
It's not cooked.
You know, it's not good. You know, tap your lurky box. Tap your love
turkey
box. Tap your turkey box. If you want Jay's wife's macaroni and cheese recipe because it sounds delicious.
It is, man. It
sounds good.
Fantastic. I'm gonna make it. I think I'm gonna make it for we have a little office get together next month. I might, if I attend, I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna blow their ever loving dry macaroni socks off.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, I will.
That sounds good.
I will. Because I had their mac and cheese, and they mac and cheese is trash.
Is it? Is it not good?
No. All the years I've been there, man, somebody makes mac and cheese.
And you like look at it, you try it, and as you scoop it up, it's just like little like dry chunks of cheese.
It's just mac and cheese. And then, of course, you got these people that's gluten-free. There's always somebody that's gluten-free in the office and brings their gluten-free mac and cheese. And you try it, and it's just like, it's just cheese. It's no flavor. There's no love put into this. My wife has flavor and love. I don't just want to taste cheese in pasta. Give me some flavor. My aunt makes some great mac and cheese. She makes great mac. My wife makes great mac and cheese. Yeah. And that's all I got to say about that.
And that's all you got to say about that. Okay. I got you. That's cool. That's cool. Wow. Well, dang, what did I have? I forgot. I can't remember right now. All this mac and cheese talk making me hungry. I need to go eat. Let me go eat some breakfast and get some coffee. So I guess if you ain't got nothing else, if you ain't got nothing else, go ahead and tell the people where they can find us.
All right, people. Something in my throat. Guess my saliva reproduction wasn't working right. Let me see where that thing is at. All right, Twitter and Instagram, #Blackout Pod. That's where you can find us. Find us on all your podcast streaming apps and whatever you do. YouTube, Sunday mornings, you might find us. You might not. That way you could interact live with us and drop some suggestions, some topics, some somethings or anothers in there and get it cracking. What happened to my list? All right, email us, #blackoutpod@gmail.com. We'll read your email off on the show. Something else I've been thinking about past couple of days. Maybe we could, whoever's listening to this, if you got a podcast and you got a commercial for your podcast, why don't you send it to us and we'll play it on the show? It's something I still hear every once in a while in certain podcasts when I'm listening to other people. But we used to do this long ago. Well, got yourself a commercial, little 30-second spot, maybe.
We need to bring that back for sure. We need to
send it to us.
Post that out there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a little post about that. I'm gonna do that anyway. And if you did want to send it, maybe you didn't want to make a commercial, but you just want to advertise anyway. 3853-BLAKPC or 385-325-2572 is what you could do. Give us a little call, leave us your commercial, advertise on the voicemail, and that could work. or you could just tell us what's going on in your life. Tell us what you buying for Black Friday. Tell us how tight your budget is. If it's
Tight.
booty cheeks tight, or if you got cash to spend, you got deep pockets. Maybe it's prostitute tight. Anyway, hooksrub.com is where you can find us, or not
Yes,
find
indeed.
us, but find some hooks. Find some hooks to give for some stocking stuffers. Or just any other type of delicious meal you're gonna be making for Christmas. You could use it. New Year's. What do they cook on New Year's? Black eyed peas. Is that still a thing?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, a lot of people do that.
And cabbage.
I know my dad used to do that. Yeah.
Black eyed peas and cabbage for New Year's. Then you could season some of that up with your hooks. Definitely need to season some cabbage up. Sometimes cabbage stinky up the house.
Cabbage is funky. Season that cabbage with some fresh catch and some Rasta rub.
Wow,
that's the good stuff right there.
That's an interesting combo for cabbage.
Man, you got to get that. You got to get that the herby flavor up in there for the vegetables, but then you got to get a little tiny kick, a little tiny sweetness on that cabbage. So it's not so bitter. It's a good combo. It's a good combo.
Good.
I need to do some jerk chicken like real soon. Do a recipe for it. I'm lacking. I got time to be making all kinds of recipes. Sadly, I just don't have enough time all the time.
For shizzle.
It's sad. Oh, you know what, man? I just want to shout out to there's a couple people who have used some hooks, rubs, and spices, and they ended up winning some contests, and they went to the World Food Championships that was in Dallas last week,
nice.
a week and a half ago, using that as a part of their turn-ins, and they both did fairly well. One dude got basically is like the 17th steak cook in the country, top 7 or in the world, something like that. So that's cool. And then the other guy, I think he made like top 12 to start. And then I think he went to the final and helped another guy who uses our products too. And I think that guy got 7th overall. So
is that just steak?
No, the guy who got 12th and the one that got 7th, they were cooking, I guess, just like a chef's choice category. So they just it was basically like a create your own recipe. And I can't remember everything that they made, but it was delicious. So yeah, man, there's people out there using the product, competing in like real cooking competitions and also barbecue cooking competitions, and placing and winning money and doing well. So, shout out to those people who know what the heck they're doing. Because some days I just don't, but those people do.
Very cool.
So yeah, good on them. Anyway,
nice.
On that note, I think I'm blacking out.
I think I'm blacking out too. Maybe I'll cook some ribs today. I don't know.
Yummy, delicious. Peace. You know what? Speaking of ribs, so I need to figure out, I want to go and figure out how long this McRib sandwich is going to be sold for, because I've been thinking about for so long of making a McRib sandwich, like a real, like actual fall off the bone McRib sandwich, instead of the processed, pulled pork shoulder that they use in the regular McRib. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a video. It's funny. I was talking to a couple of my barbecue friends earlier this week about that. And one guy was like, oh yeah, I want to do a McRib too. And so I basically poloed him about it and was like, hey, this is my idea. He's like, wow, you've thought that way too far. You've thought that out way more than I have. He's like, I was just going to make one and take a picture of it. I was like, if you're going to do it, you got to do it right, G. Make a little video.
To do the smoke it to where it's fall off where you can pull the bone out, or pull the meat separated from the bone. And
yeah, you got to cook it down real good for that.
Yeah. I would. I really do want to make some ribs, but I'd probably me and Elijah probably be the only one to eat it. And then, of course, I got to worry about my health. My blood pressure hadn't been great past couple of weeks, probably just because of stress. But,
pork is definitely a higher on the salinity scale, if that makes any sense.
Mm.
I don't know why. Maybe it retains more salt. Maybe no. You know what? I think cows are the ones who have the salt lick. Pork, pigs, they just like eat whatever gets thrown in the trough. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. True.
I don't know what it is. So
True that.
it's weird, but okay. Yeah, I'll have that episode done and ready to go tonight, or up. Posted up this evening. So this afternoon. So yeah.
All right.
Get that. All right. Well, have a good rest of the day. Tell the familia hello, and I'll talk to you later.
Same.
When are y'all heading to Louisiana?
Probably Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe Wednesday, and then coming back Saturday.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll probably head out on Tuesday as well.
Okay. Cool.
Tuesday night. So.
All right.
Yours is, how far is your drive? 6 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
To your mom and dad? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, 6 hours.
Yeah, we're going, I think, to St. George is 4. So,
okay.
Yeah, so y'all drive safe.
Yeah. It would be nice to go to Houston, but yeah, I don't know. I know everybody's going to Aunt Barbara's house.
Yeah, I
think everybody's going. I don't know.
Yeah, what was it? Did my mom talk to you about doing like Thanksgiving in Houston this year? Did she talk to you about that?
I think she mentioned it. I think everybody, from what I understand, is going to Aunt Barbara's. I don't know. I have absolutely no clue what people are doing.
She told me. Because she told me she's like, we haven't talked to Uncle Blue yet, but she was like we wanted to do, Thanksgiving in Houston where everybody came, but but she was like, I guess she was just saying that they were going to try to see, sort of maybe like in the last, like, I don't know, like a week out or something like that if he wanted to do that. So I didn't know if that was going to happen or not. She told me about that a few weeks ago, so I didn't even ask about it after that.
Yeah, nobody really like confirmed anything. I know my dad's he's like a last minute person. You ask him like a month in advance, he'll say he'll go, but then last minute he'll probably not be feeling too well, and then he'll just decide to stay home. So
is it more like you ask him like at the last minute, so he could just go then, because that's when he makes the decision type of thing?
It's a maybe, but like right now, he's in his comfort zone, and then of course just being around a lot of people, with his PTSD and all that stuff is just not a great situation, because then if he goes, he'll probably just spend a couple hours, then want to drive all the way back home.
Oh wow.
So it's I don't know, it's like tough to even try to get him up here. He's only been here for maybe a few times.
Yeah it's crazy.
So.
It's wild. All right, cool. Well, whichever way it goes, man, y'all safe travel.
All right, man. You too.
We'll holler at you soon. Peace out.
Peace.
All right.